What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 3 of our College Football 25 Dynasty with Florida International, aka Vice U. The great PL Mullins is not off to a great start. We are 1-4, and I have big plans for Florida International. My plan is to make this one of the premier, if not the premier football school in the state of Florida. However, with a 1-4 start, we have a contract goal on our 1-year deal to get 4 wins. We are currently, with probably the lowest job security in all of college football, not looking like we're on track to hit those 4 wins. The 1-score loss in our Week 2 game against Central Michigan stinks. That needs to be a win. We should be at 2-3. Feeling somewhat optimistic, because out of the bye week, what we have is Liberty, who are 4-1 and easily have the highest rated quarterback that we're going to see all season long. UTEP could be close. Sam Houston doesn't have a particularly good record. New Mexico State, from a talent standpoint, that should be close. Jacksonville State, very good at running the football. They're 4-1. That could be a little tricky. We have Kennesaw State at 1-4, which got to be a must-win. And then we wrap things up against 2-3 Middle Tennessee. Still a lot of football. Some of these teams remaining could get hot and might be more impressive than their record indicates. I would like to think, though, that we're also a team that is better than 1-4. And we have been able to find a little bit, nothing too crazy, but a little bit of a rhythm running the football. Keon Owens has been excellent. Yes, he has a deal breaker. Yes, I'm a little worried about once we get to the offseason, if we keep our job, how many players are going to hit the portal, as a lot of our good players are leaning towards bouncing in the portal. But the big thing for me is we need to get the football more to Eric Rivers. Eric Rivers is a very good football player. Junior out of Chattanooga, 80 overall, has the star. Everyone knows that if we can get him targets, I think in real life, this past weekend, he had like 200-some yards for Florida National. There is an absolute baller there. But our issue has been just inability to find consistent play out of the quarterback. We started with Amari Jones from an athletic standpoint. He's kind of what we look for in a quarterback. But Jenkins is the better player, higher overall player, more accurate player. And he's, honestly, if you look at this, Jones has a deal breaker right now. He could leave in the portal, where someone like Jenkins, who we're both talking about sophomores, could be committing a little more long-term to the project. And maybe there's some value in letting Jenkins get a start or two under his belt. So I think that's what we're going to do here today. We are going to start with a little bit of a quarterback change. Now, it's not a hot take. It's not a quarterback controversy. The controversy was going with Jones in the first place over Keon Jenkins. But we're going to let Jenkins start and try and not worry about the fact that he has 88 throw power, an absolute noodle arm, and focus on the positives. He is our most athletic quarterback. He is our most accurate quarterback. And while we may not be able to hit those deep bombs 40, 50 yards downfield like we could with Jones, theoretically, that's another thing. Theoretically, with Jones and that 94 throw power, you have a guy that we can hit those shot plays. They just don't exist. Our offensive line cannot hold up long enough to get those shot plays to even work. So maybe it's someone like Jenkins who can be a little bit more mobile behind the bad offensive line and maybe be a little bit more accurate in those short and intermediate throws. That could be the changeup that we need to see offensively, while still obviously pounding the rock and committing to the run. So we got Liberty here at 4-1. Looking at our recruiting, our board's starting to take shape. We got Hendershot, the star gem quarterback. He's the belle of the ball. He's the star of the recruiting class as we look and try to build and find quarterbacks that stylistically fit the way that I like to run the offense. And that is exactly what we get in Hendershot for the 3-star, almost a top 500 player in the nation, 88 speed, 95 acceleration, 85 short, 80 mid, 76 throw on the run. Pretty good under pressure, 95 throw power, an absolute cannon. Got to work on the awareness a little bit. We're obviously going to be very, very fingers crossed that we get a good dev trait here. I'd love to see it be a star. You never know, though, when you deal with the threes. I also want to see over the next week or two some of the rest of this board here to tidy up. I'd love to get into that second wave of the recruiting cycle as we have, still some gems. Juan Jefferson, out of the backfield. We got some offensive line. We have a gem here, Levi Rambo at center. And then we got some big dogs on the defensive side of the ball at all three levels, as well as retooling our special teams. So I think we're going to have a pretty big episode here today. And it all starts with what can we do against Liberty? Can we shock the world? Can we grasp a whole lot of momentum? Can we stop the very talented Hayden Salter, the quarterback of Liberty? Try our best. It's a rain game, which if this has to turn to a rushing game, not great for our defense, as Liberty also has, wow, great first play. Liberty also, whoa, we're getting the scramble. Should have thrown that away. Liberty's running back's very good. Dooley, I think is his name. Anytime I see and look at the box score, college football in real life, he has like 200 yards, so I imagine he's pretty damn good in this game. And not a hot start, man. We got, oh, wow. All right, is that good? Hey, not a safety. That's a win, right? Not a safety, but man, oh, man, oh, man. I mean, looking at our remaining schedule, this is easily our toughest game remaining, and we can't even get a yard. We do nothing but go fucking backwards. This is almost got to be like a rip the Band-Aid off type game. Get this one out of the way. I'm not going to hold it against any of my players. We're supposed to get our cheeks clapped this week. Maybe make it look a little respectable. And then let's focus on some of the more manageable games down the stretch. Why do we keep fucking slipping? Is he out here with bowling shoes on? That's what you know. UNLV got it right. In a dome. Inside. Don't have to worry about it. That broken tackle. Very long. It's a low-scoring, ugly game. That's another thing that's so annoying. It just comes with the territory of these heavy rain games, where it's just things are not going to be as easy as you want. And that might be roughing the passer. Well, a pretty loud vibration there. And we're not doing anything weird under this table. I think that is a roughing the passer. We will take that and appreciate it. First and goal on the 7. And this really, with how long this drive has taken us, needs to finish with a touchdown. We got right bumper. And that might also be another roughing the passer. And it is. But we're going to decline it or accept it for the extra kick. Touchdown, Florida International. And we're at least hanging with Liberty. The 4-1 Liberty, whatever they are. Oh, we got it right there. Float that in. Oh, what a grab. On the 19. Got enough for probably a shot or two. That's good coverage. I mean, with 6 seconds, I don't think we mess around. I think we try and attempt a bad weather field goal here. But if we can connect, we will go into halftime with a lead. That looks good to me. And it is 10-9. Upset alert. Opening drive of the second half. Liberty scores a field goal to regain the lead. A great job on the defense. Bend not breaking there. And we are going to give a little bit of juice. Owens. Wish it was a little faster. That should have been a house call, but a big run to start the second half. We're going to go curls, but we're going to look at Patterson in the slot. Got him. Lead him. Again. Element of bait from Liberty, or is it the 88 throw power and that football just took too long to get there? A little bit more zip on it. Feel like that's a completion. Defense can't bail us out. Can we get another rough on the passer? No, it's going to be a hold. This one's slipping away. I mean, honestly, if they go 4th and 10, I think, yeah, we got to go for this. We need 2 scores. Our defense has been good. But how good are they? That's just, there's nothing there. Also, make an argument. PI, my guy's getting tackled through the air. just can't do it. Can't do it with a noodle arm quarterback. Can't do it. It's not in my DNA. It's a very short-lived experience. We're going to go back to Amari Jones. Great job, O-line. Great job. Appreciate it, fellas. Great work today. We're all wet. We're all cold. I appreciate the offensive line just also not really trying that much. All right, knew that one was going to be ugly. On to the next one. Get some more commits here. We got White Lightning, Greg Kareem out of Winter Haven, Florida. The 3-star corner signing on, and that is good as we get a couple more first-place locks on the defensive side of the ball. And we're learning a lot from these L's as we're now coach level 5. Kareem actually is our highest-rated high school recruit, top 500 player in the nation. Against 3-3 UTEP, I actually thought we were going to be a significantly better team, and they're actually a higher-rated squad than us, so cool. All right, as we start this game, surprise, surprise, it's raining again. Cool. Made the quarterback change back to the Cannon Iron QB. Hopefully we can get a couple shots off here this day. Those of you that don't know, I have had a personal beef with many UTEP players in my channel's history. It's always a team I want to destroy. These boys are blocking, man. I love our wide receiver. They might not catch anything. They sure try and block. There we go. Here comes Lexington Steele. Back that up. We're going to go here. Direct snap to Lexington Steele. And that is an opening drive touchdown. Maybe the first all year for Florida International. What better time than now? We are desperate to get our second win of the season. Puts the crown on his head. That's terrible. That's going to be a pick. Yep. All right. Not only is it a pick. All right, cool. Yeah, just let him score. Spot him a touchdown there. No worries. Go Owens again. Bounces to the outside. We just need to stay with the run. That's how we'll win today. It's P.L. Mullins. Running back by nature. 46-yard field goal in the rain. Got a lot of experience this year kicking in the rain. Sick. Let's go, Rivers. Hell of a ball. Let's go, house call. Eric Rivers. That's why. 94 throw power, over 88. Rivers is still, oh, he's not even out there. He's too tired. We got Jean-Pierre and Rocky Beers at 3rd and 31. He actually had a step. Oh, if we had more speed. Damn it. So defense gives up a touchdown to UTEP. They've regained the lead. And we are getting pretty desperate at about this point. Got to get a touchdown drive here. Don't want field goal. Don't want to tie it. Want to regain the lead. About midfield, 4th and 3. Rivers on a slant. Owens out of the backfield. Let's go, Rivers. Oh, he wants me to keep my job. Thank you very much, number 3. I'll remember that. Oh, let's go. Lexington Steele into minor territory. Pause. No. Don't. No, didn't say that. Into UTEP territory. 1st and goal. And you with the pick 6. Jones has definitely found a rhythm here, throwing the football. Helps that you got Rivers, who's a legitimate, could probably play Power 5 football. We're going to try to keep this one on the ground. And Keon Owens, who's at well over 100 yards rushing on the day, get into the end zone. Come on, defense. Defense gets a stop here. We'll be able to... Ooh, of course, they give up. What do they give up? A touchdown? All right. It's on us. Kill this game off. Couple first downs. Look at that first play. 15 for Keon Owens. $1.59 on the day. And that should just about do it. I hate this team. I fucking hate this team. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. No! No! Are you fucking serious right now? Why is it always a rain game? My team can't play in the rain. Every game is rain. Where's Blind Melon at? Queue up, Blind Melon. No rain. I can't believe we fucking lost that game. Luckily, recruits aren't seeing apparently the on-field product, and they're still committing to our program. And in what should have been a win, Eric Rivers gets CUSA Player of the Week with 155 yards, 2 touchdowns on 4 grabs. This needs to be a win. This has got to be one. We got to get 3. We got to get 3 wins. And if we can't do it against a team that's equally as bad as us, I mean, maybe we get a sympathy one more year, but I doubt it. We're back at home. It's not raining. We got the Vice jerseys. FIU by 50. Hit with the meow. And of course, opening drive defense gives up a touchdown. Damn near instant score. They get 7 in a minute and a half. We are 2nd and 10 on the 18. Want to get Rivers involved. Player of the week from a week ago. But if he's not going to get open, maybe he commands more attention. And that'll allow other players to get open. But 3rd and inches is where we like to go to Rocky Beers. And by that, I mean just throw a fucking instant interception. And, yeah. Ooh, nice little jump cut. Trying to make smarter decisions now. Defense got to stop off the interception. And we are driving. Definitely can move the football against the Sam Houston defense, but it's about what we do with it. Can we finish these drives off? We're going to go with a money play for us. Direct snap to the running back here to try and tie this one up at 7. And untouched. Keon Owens does just that. Love to see our defense get a stop so we go into halftime tied. If not, an opportunity to go in with a lead. That's late, but better late than ever. Big time grab. Burn that timeout. Rocky Beers, let's go. FIU is going to go in up at half. We saw what happened last week. Anything can happen in the second half. We can very much shoot ourselves in the foot 7 times. They're 3rd in the mile. Let's just see if we can maybe give our guy a shot. Maybe Rivers. Maybe Jean Pierre. Oh, he just got smashed. Yeah. All right, I already don't like this play, but I'm also interested. And I'm intrigued. What the hell does this even look like? We fake the jet sweep. And we're looking for Rocky Beers. Let's go! We'll go Rocky Beers. He just mugs it one hand. No worries. He got us. Oh, this could be something special here. 3rd and 6. They think, oh, they're just going to be content to chew the clock. That's where we go. Oh, psych. We're actually going to run a terrible play and almost give up a safety. That's what we're going to do. All right, we're now tied up at 21. Defense can't hold Sam Houston out of the end zone. And, you know, we've seen this before. All I can say. Hopefully, you know, This is probably we win. We got a chance we lose. I can't see how we're not fired. Ooh, someone slipped in coverage for the Bearcats, and it's Rivers into Bearcat territory. That's Bearcat with a K, because America. Great, there's probably a hole in it. I swear to God, that's 77. Hey, at least you saw one difference. Michel. Let's go one more shot. Let's get Rivers on a slant. Come on. Take it out of my kicker's hands, please. Holy. Come on, Chase Gabriel. 29. It's an extra point. There's zeros. Zeros on the clock. There we go. Yeah, baby. Win number 2. 2 more to go. It's a good balance game. Pretty much everything FIU's about. We got Rocky Beers stepping up. We got inconsistent quarterback play. Solid run game. Great defense. And we get Eric Spriggs to commit, the 3-star outside linebacker. Welcome. Top 1,000 player. So now that we've been getting some players to sign on, we are able to dip back in and get kind of that second wave. It's a little bit later than I like to of recruiting. And what we need is speed at wide receiver. So that is exactly what we've gone out and do. Chasing whatever deep threat players have us on their short list. Kevin Alvarez, and I'm not doing the short list because obviously there's no necessarily set house rules here. But I need speed. And we got Kevin Alvarez, 1,800th in the nation. Usually I wouldn't think twice. 93 speed, 96 acceleration at 6'3". Yes, sir. We got Spillman, the JUCO wide receiver, off to a good start with that 92 acceleration. I'm going to continue to be interested. We got Byron Cage, 5'9" out of Florida, 97 speed, gem wide receiver. Now we're 4th. Gonna want to try and close the gap there with Florida Atlantic. And then we got Kareem Lane at wide receiver, 6 feet tall route runner. And he's at least 90 speed. He's a top 500 player. So you might not get the straight burner, but he's going to probably be pretty good. So I'm thinking, kind of looking at this, I mean, maybe we'll get rid of Spill, but I just don't want a whole lot of Jukas. But hopefully we can get maybe 1 or 2 more guys to sign on this week, and then we can divvy those hours up so that we can move up the board for both Cage and Alvarez. To bring up our second win of the season, we got New Mexico State, who are 3-4, definitely in the ballpark, getting that 3rd win. Love to get the momentum. Overall, we are a better team. Let's get this one over the line. Opening drive, New Mexico State gets 3. We are home. There's no rain. We got the Vice unis out. I feel good. Feel good about us keeping some momentum. 3. I love this play call because it's all Rocky Beers or Owens out the backfield. One of those two is going to get open, and we're going to go Owens out the backfield. Not a great throw, but a good enough grab to put us in a spot where we feel good to at least tie the field goal by New Mexico State. Oh, wow, corner blitz, and there's a sack fumble. And good effort play. It looks good. And we cut back. 7-point ball game. Here goes Jeannot Pierre at the sticks. Makes a couple guys miss go. Let's go, Jeannot Pierre. And we are tied at 10. Hits the Gwitty. Gonna say we're 4 down territory here. I think this is kind of like an all or nothing drive, and then nope, gotta punt it. Gotta trust the defense that has been very good this second half to do it again. Why is this team so fucking bad? We get a running back commit, Juan Jefferson. We get Levi Rambo, our gem, our 2 gems on the offensive side of the ball. We get Martin Coronado, who was number 666 in player rankings. Cool. Hopefully that's what can we just use that as like selling our soul to the devil if he exists for 2 more wins? Please. This bye week to try to reset. To close this thing out, we got Bobby Tyner, 3-star wide receiver, to also commit during this time period. We have 3 games remaining to get our 4 wins. Gonna be probably pretty tough against Jacksonville State, Kennesaw, and Middle Tennessee. I mean, you'd love to maybe shock the world and get one here over Jacksonville State, but it is looking like we'll have to close out the year with 2 straight wins to meet our goal here year 1. Ooh. He makes up for it. Jean-Pierre, let's go! Opening drive score. Keep that up. We can get upset of the year in the CUSA. Have you ever seen a player pick off a throwaway that for some reason doesn't go right to the sideline, goes across the field? Have you ever seen that? Now you have. Lex gets steal. Second level. All runs has been working. Hey, at least it wasn't a sack, fumble, 90-yard return. Looks pretty good to me. And we are tied at 10. Not bad after the worst interception pick 6 you'll ever see. I don't really want this to have to go in the air. 2nd and goal. I'm on. We're doing it all game. And Owens is in. Florida International back on top. Defense, keep that momentum. Get us a stop. Let me build on our lead. They do exactly that and force the punt. 3rd and 9. This is pretty much one of our run plays for the most part. Get Jean-Pierre running across the middle of the field. As long as we have time. Where is he at? Here we go. Broken play. Oh, it's ball game. Keon Owens, touchdown. Victory formation. And the 2-7 Florida International Panthers go against 7-2 Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State thinks they're getting ready to play for a conference championship. We go, 3rd win of the year. We need 1 more between Kennesaw State, Middle Tennessee State to get another year. Keon Owens, God bless you. Oh, there's no penalty. Wow, Lexington steal. I'm seeing that. Great 1-2 punch we've had all year. Do it ourselves. There we go. He got murdered. Quarterback took an unnecessary hit there. But at least we're able to tie this one up at 7. Oh, we got to look. Jean-Pierre B. Rivers X. Please, for the love of God, somebody. He dropped it. That was a hell of a throw. Owens into the 2nd level. 1st and goal. Come on, 1 yard. Not even a yard. Hey, he gets pummeled, but we are tied at 14. Going into the 4th. Defense gets us a stop. Got a throw it situation here on 3rd and 7. This is where we like to get a Jean-Pierre. Throw on the run. Make it like a glorified run play. We got Rocky Beers at the sticks, and he drops it. Wow, very quick 3 and out off a defensive stop. Oh, that might just do it. Oh no, Ming Chong with the injury. No, your sacrifice will not be lost in this victory if we can do it. Come on, do it for Ming. Do it for me. Let's go. And me. We get this 4th win. We get another year FIU. Let's go. Thank you, run game. When P.L. Mullins back against the wall, he knows he can run the football with the best of them. Keon Owens, got to get player of the game. He does. 4th win, we are safe. We get another year at FIU. We get Quan Ebron. Great name to commit. Final game of the year. We're really just playing with house money at this point. Pad our stats a little bit. Would be nice to get a 5th win. Maybe that'll help some of our school grades. Who knows? Brutal. Oh. Can't wait for a new quarterback. It's almost over. It's almost over, thank God. 4th down and 4, we're going to go for it. Field goal doesn't do much. Let's get Rocky Beers on the slant. Let's go. All right, get me out of here. I'm tapping out. I'm done with this team. Thank God. Thank God we survived. You know what? Maybe let's see if we can finish this one off. Appreciate them getting to us to a 1-score game, chance to take the lead. Oh, we finally caught one! Yeah! All right, 3rd and 5, clock going, 4 down territory to try to win this. Calling a play action, immediately audible to something else. Appreciate that. We have Rivers on a slant. Oh, that could be good. Oh, sorry. Actually, we can't even operate a slant because we have someone diving at our knees. Trying to end the career of our quarterback. 4th and 5. Can we find a little bit of magic? And we can. He's in. 30 seconds to go. Can FIU win 2 in a row? Nice. 5 wins. We needed 4. We get ourselves, you know, it's like looking at your report card. We got C minuses. It's not fails. Keon Owens, which could be his final game. Top name to look towards heading into the portal. Appreciate everything he's done for us this year. P.L. Mullins is now coach level 7. So here's a look now at our recruiting tree as we're slowly starting to get that flushed out. And will give us a great starting point, I think, going into year 2 with our initial board. Off our final bye week, able to get 2 more commits. 2 fringe, if not outright, top 500 players. 1 at corner, 1 at wideout. And most importantly, with the 5 wins, 5-year contract extension to continue to build something special here in Florida International. Hell yeah. Right there. Hell yeah. Oh, we got a full almost 2 levels. And 2 more recruits sign on. Dante Rivas on the defense. And Marmosa on the defense. Power rusher. 2 guys just over 500th in high school. Will Howard ends up winning the Heisman. Yeah, right. Like that would happen in real life. The guy sucks. Bowl season, we're not obviously bowl eligible this year. Just always good to see, you know, kind of schools are interested to make maybe FIU feel good that they have us locked in for 5 years. Our final season stats. Obviously, passing was and will never be something that we're going to talk about ever again from year 1. Just could never get it going. The run game, however, Keon Owens really helped that even if he does enter the portal, we have a chance to convince him to stay. I would love him to return as a senior to finish out his college career here in Florida. Rivers was really good. I mean, he should be also returning. And I think with better quarterback play, he absolutely could be a 1,000-yard playmaker. We're going to have Rocky Beers returning. Jeannot Pierre's leaving. So we're going to need to find more wideouts to step out. I do feel pretty good about that recruiting class coming in, that we're going to get some dogs. Defensively, Keegan Davis, the junior, led the team with 7.5 sacks, 2 TFLs. He should return 6.5 for Davis. He's leaving. A lot of seniors up there. JoJo Evans, the linebacker safety hybrid. He's another guy, much like Owens on the offensive side, that if they enter the portal, definitely be using one of our convincing peers to try to get them to return. Only 3 interceptions on the year. That is certainly an area for improvement. And we're losing all three of those as these guys graduate. Congrats to Ohio State for winning the national championship over FSU. This season, we have 2 first-team All-Americans, Brian Blades at corner and at running back. Keon Owens is RB2. Nothing on second team, but Jaheim Buchanan at guard does make freshman all-conference. Now we got players leaving. Sometimes, you know, I like to look a little bit ahead of time to be prepared. I feel like let's make this organic. Who are we losing? Are we getting any good roles? Couple big potential losses. Keon Owens at running back would probably be the biggest. JoJo at safety linebacker would be the biggest on the defense. And oh my God, that is a lot. So we're going to have to prioritize what we got here. Keon Owens is 1. I mean, we only have 4 opportunities. He stays! That is a win, regardless of what happens with our 3 remaining persuasions. That is an absolute win. We have JoJo Evans. That one sucks. We got Massis, our highest rated player. 84. That was never really going to be a shot. All right, who else do we got? Mr. Clark. Or Hill. Quaylen Hill. I mean, 5'11". So we got 2. We go with the kind of meme guy that's built like a bowling ball, or we have a 72 freshman. Let's try Hill. Hey, we got 2. So we break even. I think even with the fact that Massis is an 84 and Evans was probably our most explosive defender, I think the biggest name that we could have lost would have been Keon Owens, 1,000-yard rusher, returning to finish his college career at FIU. That's a win. An initial big picture of the transfer portal. It's a lot of 3-stars that are interested in the program. A quick update of our transfer portal. We're getting ready for the final stage. Yet to get anyone aside. We did get some of our late targets to get on board, but no one actually from the portal just quite yet. So the dust got to settle, and we're going to remain competitive. We got Traylon Ray, top 150 player in the portal, sophomore deep threat. We got Nonar. Look at the profile. He's a 2-star, but 6'8", 280. I think we could find a way to work with that. We got Pounders and Boone on the O-line. Wish we had more offensive linemen, but we already lost out on 2. 1 went to Clemson, 1 went to Western Kentucky. So we're kind of down to, like, you know, that'd be still good getting at left tackle and at center, especially center, as our center last year was just a penalty magnet. We have Jordan Allen, a freshman pass rusher here. We have first place here. We have Wilkie Denau from Florida Atlantic. That'd be a nice steal. Hastings, a D-tackle. The freshman Vic Burley is interesting. But the 2 big gets, we have Odin here as well. Keon Keeley, who I believe is a former 5-star recruit for Alabama, 6'5", 280. And we got Mason Curtis from Michigan, the Wolverine, 6'5", 200 for an off-ball pass cover linebacker. So that's why we're going double 50 there. Those would truly be 2 absolute jewels for a transfer portal period. Let's see it. Moment of truth. Week 4-4. We get McKylan Pounders at left tackle. Keon Keeley, pass rusher. Traylon Ray at wide receiver. The 6'8" tight end. Cannon Boone at center. Jordan Allen, freshman pass rusher. Mason Curtis from Michigan. Did miss out on a couple targets, though. We missed out on Deneau and Burley on the D-line. I'm going to be honest. App State makes sense, but losing out on someone in the portal to Kennesaw State, that's a little brutal. Overall, we finished with 32 new players that we are adding to a team that absolutely needs 32 new players to contribute into year 2. Overall, 4-class Alabama back on top. I think we definitely have, like, top 100, top 50. First class PL Mullins putting in work with a very limited collective. Don't have a whole lot of money to be thrown around, but 33 stars, and our 1 2-star is a 6'8" machine at tight end. I'm going to move out of the way. It is time now to look at our dev traits. We'll start with the transfer portal players. We'll finish with our homegrown recruits. Jacob Odin, impact freshman at a Detroit, Michigan at safety. So there's our JoJo Evans replacement, ideally. Mason Curtis, impact dev at middle linebacker. Keon Keeley, impact dev as a pass rusher. Missed out on Burley, of course, because he's a freaking star dev. That's brutal. But we do get a star dev on Isaiah Hastings, the sophomore from Toronto, Canada. That is cool. He clearly was a PL Mullins fan growing up. Jordan Allen, Impact Dev, freshman. We got Boone Impact, Pounders Impact, Konar Impact, and Ray Impact. So no normal devs from the transfer portal. Like to think that that's a win. We have Eric Huff, normal dev at 6'5", 220. I don't know where we're going to utilize him yet. Kind of, could be a big wide receiver or a tight end. Alvarez, the speedster, just normal dev. Cage, elite dev wide receiver. Let's go. We got him on the second wave of recruiting at 3-star, 1,700 in the nation. And as long as the skill caps ain't bad, Byron Cage could be a starter. He was already flirting with being a starter with that 97 speed, 81 spec catch. But we might find ourselves a day one starter, regardless of rating, if that ceiling truly is that high. We have our two special teamers. We got Stacy and Amari Rich. Both these guys need to start, and Rich with a star dev for a special teamer is what it is. But you get it where you can get it. Impact dev on Kane. We got Juan Jefferson, a gem. Only impact dev. That's, I like to always think, especially when you're dealing with 3 stars, if you get a gem, ideally they are like a star dev at minimum, but kind of is what is. Buat, offensive line's a normal dev. Rambo, a gem, impact dev. Spriggs, normal. Soto, normal. Pritchett, normal. Ebron, impact. Tyner, normal. Coronado, 666, normal. I'm going to save Hendershot for last, the quarterback, because he's likely going to be our starter next year, and I want to build the anticipation there a little bit. But we have Lane, our highest-rated recruit, impact dev. Ishmael, the speedster JUCO, impact dev. Kareem, impact dev. Revis, star dev, pass rusher, very much needed on that D-line. Catanzaro, normal. Marmosa, impact. And for Hendershot, this is a gem quarterback. Remind yourself, 95 throw power, decent accuracy, 70s, low 80s, 95 acceleration, 80-some speed. Anything, honestly, I'll take impact. Now that I'm seeing like kind of normals and impacts here, anything but normal, and we get an impact, so it's not the end of the world. And pretty realistic for FIU. Best case scenario, FIU's probably not going to get a god roll of a star or elite dev 3-star, but I'll take a realistic impact, and hopefully we get a nice roll on the return with the skill caps. Working our way through our position changes and getting a first look at what our incoming class ratings are going to look like. Hendershot, who I'm going to pencil in as our day one starter. 73 for a 3-star, not brutal. Not much there at running back. At wide receiver, we got Ray in the transfer portal, 79, so he's going to walk in as our wide receiver 2. Way down here, though, for Cage, the elite dev, 65. So that's going to be, quite the jump to make him a starter, but that is just a skill set and likely a ceiling that does not grow on trees. So I'm pretty sure we're probably going to go Rivers, Ray, and Cage as our primary receivers next year. Tight end, Rocky Beers, obviously, but our big 6'8", Jacavian Noner, 69. He's going to walk in and be tight end number 2. We got Pounders, 77. And I think with this case, we'll move him across the line to be our starting right tackle. Just kind of flex the depth there a little bit. There's freshman, first team all-conference, Buchanan. Boone, who we got in the portal, 73. I think we've kind of moved. We have so many tackles that right now there's going to be a lot of cuts, a lot of pride and joy in the cuts we're about to make. Jordan Allen, who we got in the portal, 76, sophomore, which is nice. We also got Hastings in the portal from Toronto, Canada, 77. He's going to be our starter at defensive tackle, but unfortunately not seeing like crazy gets, crazy sleepers. Keon Keeley, now he's going to actually move to defensive end. Where's our lightest spot on DN? I probably should be right defensive end. That's nice, right? I mean, 79 is, and he's going to jump up to an 82. So we just got an 82 stolen away from Alabama in the transfer portal. Sophomore. And he's easily bringing the most juice with 80 speed, 89. So that is elite. That is what a freaking haul by PL Mullins to find that in the portal. Now, we do got a little lack of depth now at linebacker. Mason Curtis, the other big get from Michigan. 71, not great, but when you look at the profile, 6'5", 200 pounds, 86 speed, 91 acceleration, 85 agility. That's a big-time athlete at that position. And I almost feel like we're at a spot. Let's put Spriggs at left outside linebacker just to utilize that speed a little bit in case we have to go that far down the depth chart. At least, you know, Coronado, 74 speed, could get exposed, will likely get exposed. At least we got 87 here on the underside. Spriggs at corner. Brian Blades is returning. We have Hollyman, Kareem. Ugh, it's not... secondary is not what you want to be seeing. Odin, who we got in the transfer portal, 71. 69, 64. I mean, we got our issues. But I still think, all in all, for a 5-7 program, we did work this offseason. Oh my God, we've leveled up an insane amount. We went, I don't even know. We're going to have how many points? Where team's going to come in as an 80 overall. So from our offseason, just to put it in perspective, we've gone up 4 to 5 overall points in every single category. And that's only 1 year. And we now have 80 points that we can work with in our coach tree, which I think right now we fully commit to kind of getting the work done here with our recruit. I can get all these, right? My math's not the best. It's early in the morning. But we'll be able to go 4 to 4. So we are now going to be regarded as one of the best recruiters in all of college football. And we still got 15 points to spend. Now I'm going to sit and wait on those 15. We'll decide where we need to go next, pivot. But we are going to at least enter year 2 here at FIU. Still probably on the hot seat. We only got 1 win above of what was a fireable offense. But I feel that much better that we already had a top 50 recruiting class. Maybe we'll go top 30. Maybe we'll go somewhere between 30 and 40. Looking at the training results, I mean, the safeties in particular were looking butt cheeks. And they all improved a little bit across the board at corner as well. Get a couple guys creeping up into the 70s where they were just recently 60s. Big-time athlete there in Holloman. Blades up to an 85. Linebacking core. Barnes, 78. Yeah, Nuno, Bruden, kind of is what it is. Quaylen Hill, we convinced to return. Got a little bit better in the offseason. Walls up to an 80. Davis, our leading sack getter from a year ago. Not much growth there. Got Rabies, 71. Jackson, 76. Tion. Ming Chan. Guy's a beast. Probably our most reliable. Now, here's what I don't like. Jaheim Buchanan, all right, was freshman all-conference. Doesn't get any growth. Very frustrating role there. Burke, who was a penalty machine. 6'9", 306 out of Hollywood, Florida. Hopefully he has a much better senior campaign. Rocky Beers, we already know that he was at his skill cap, so no growth there. Dean Patterson, 81. Wow. It's one of those random, like, oh, he just had a hell of an offseason, I guess. Rivers, far and away our best receiver last year. And now Patterson is working his way at the depth chart. Juju Lewis, pretty decent development as well. Nothing too crazy. At running back, Keon Owens, maxed out skill cap, only went up +1. I believe he was 79 last year. And at quarterback, I mean, barely any growth and development. Mari Jones went up +1. Jenkins went up +1. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that's going to get me to change off of the freshman being our starter here in year 2. With that being said, that is how we're going to wrap things up here. And that is awesome seeing right away. Number 1 on the Heisman preseason is someone we have to deal with at Liberty. Do we have them this year? Probably, maybe. Yeah, week 8. Cool. Pitbull Stadium. Goddamn right, Pitbull Stadium. Goddamn right, we are turning this thing around. We're getting pop culture involved. We're bringing the popularity up for Vice U. But that will do it for me here today, guys. Thank you very much for tuning into an episode. I honestly can't wait to sit back down and record another episode. This is my favorite thing that we're doing. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I do, recording and playing and getting... Yeah, college football is still in such a great spot. And it's great because right now I'm just zero interest in actually playing Madden. I'm not saying we're shelving the Vikings franchise. It's been obviously a minute. I'm still just waiting for a good patch where I don't hate myself when I play that game. So eventually we'll get into a good spot, and then we can do Vikings, and then we can do pink slips. But until then, Madden's just going to be rebuild. I'm going to be a menu merchant when it comes to Madden. But thank you guys very much for watching the newest episode of Vice U. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. We recently, like yesterday, hit 175,000 subscribers here on the channel. So guys, thank you very much for helping me reach that goal. And now we are on the big 200, which would be pretty ridiculous to think that we could, obviously hit that at some point. So thank you guys very much. And until next time, it's your boy C4. Say peace. I love you. Have a good one.